The unseen architect, crafting reality through mystic personas. There is a quiet truth buried beneath every moment of chaos, every longing, every unanswered prayer. You are not just living your life, you are creating it. Not with your hands, but with your frequency, with your beliefs, with the inner world you often overlook in favor of appearances. You Are Creators has reminded the world of this, that thoughts become things. That reality isn't something you navigate, it's something you shape. But what if I told you the reason your affirmations aren't working, or your vision board hasn't manifested, isn't because you're wrong. It's because you've only addressed the surface. You're speaking new words, but they're bouncing off an old identity. Identity is the blueprint. Let's begin here. Reality responds to who you believe you are. Not what you say you want. Not what you think you deserve. But what your subconscious is repeating over and over again in the background. That's where the mystic personas live. Your life is not shaped by oneself. It is shaped by a cast of personas you've rehearsed for years. The gladiator who fights to earn love. The herald who speaks truth until they believe no one hears them. The voidcaster who disappears emotionally to survive failure. The nomad who dreams and drifts, never landing long enough to be seen. Each time you say, I am abundant, but the shadow within whispers, you don't deserve this. That shadow wins, not because it's stronger, but because it's unexamined. Creation begins with awareness. Before you manifest a new life, you must notice who's currently running the one you've got. Most people are living in autopilot personas, repeating old scripts, performing roles they didn't even choose. They say, I am ready to receive. But they act from the overlord persona, trying to control every outcome. Or the wanderer, excited but scattered. Or the trickster, masking fear and charm. This is not failure. This is an invitation. You do not need to heal everything before you create something, but you must become someone new, not through pretending, but through integration. The whisper is your real identity. Inside every persona is a whisper. A message not from your fear, but from your remembered self. The part of you that already knows how to love, trust, rest, and rise. The part of you that creates not from lack, but from essence. You must learn to hear that whisper again. When the world says, work harder, the whisper says, align deeper. When the fear says, you'll be abandoned, the whisper says, you've always belonged. And when the loop repeats, that same relationship, that same money pattern, that same spiral of self-sabotage. It's not because the universe is punishing you. It's because you're being invited to choose a new lead persona. Not the one you've been, but the one you've hidden. Your reality is a mirror of your dominant persona. This is the truth they don't teach in mainstream manifestation. Reality doesn't respond to what you want. It responds to who you're being most of the time. If your dominant state is fear, you'll see it mirrored in your relationships. If your dominant state is urgency, you'll attract delays, tests, and resistance. If your dominant state is trust, your desires move faster because you've moved into resonance. That's why mystic personas work. They help you shift your identity at the energetic level. You don't just think rich. You become the oracle knight who builds wealth with integrity. You don't just attract love. You become the herald who speaks truth and receives it. You don't just say, I'm ready. You become the sentinel who protects the version of you that is. How to create from persona alignment. So how do you actually shift? Here's the path. Number 1, identify the whisper. What quiet belief is shaping your behavior today? No one values me. I always mess this up. Good things leave. Number 2, spot the shadow persona. Who shows up to protect you from that whisper? The marauder, the phantom, the shade. Number 3, call in the core or oracle persona. Who would you rather have leading? The nomad in vision, the WizMage in clarity, the oracle of still wind in peace. Number 4, anchor the shift with aligned action. Do one thing as if you already were that version of yourself. Speak the uncomfortable truth. Rest with permission. Invest in your dream. Say no. Say yes. This is how the I am becomes real. Not just words, but way of being. Creation is not just attraction, it's alignment. You are not here to chase your dreams. You are here to remember you were always the one shaping them. Through persona, through identity, through frequency. When your dominant energy is one of wholeness, the world responds accordingly. Not because you forced it, but because you became it. Final words. The unseen architect. Your subconscious mind is listening. Every moment, every self-label, every shift. Your personas are not masks. They are mirrors. And when you choose with intention, your entire reality reflects that truth. So today, whisper something new. Not just, I am enough, but I am the one who creates the version of me who already is. And then become them. Because you are not just imagining a better life, you are already crafting it. You are the creator.
Find out your 4 core personas for free. Link to quiz is on the description. If this stirred something in you, don't keep it to yourself. Like the video, share it with someone who's ready to wake up to their true self, and subscribe, because this is just the beginning of your transformation.